detected. And so it says USB disconnect, how you get out. I don't know if you can, I think you just got to turn the camera off and turn it back on. So right now, everything is disconnected, so I'm turning the camera off. Okay. And then I'm going to turn it back on.
Okay.
And this is, it just boots up like normal.
Right.
And then if you want to go to VTR mode, you hit that, remember?
Uh-huh.
Hit that. And the footage is still on the card, so if you want to delete it, I'm not going to do it, but I'll show you the process. On the top of the camera right here, you have, this is all your controls. You hit menu, and then down here, and then I'm basically just hitting these little buttons right here. Go hit down to operation.
Hold on a second.
Okay. Yeah, it's a little hard to film this. So all I did is on the top of the camera, I hit menu, and I'm using these little controls. See these controls right here? Yeah, it's a little. There's just a little controls that looks like a D-pad or something.
Okay.
But so like up, down. But the thing to think about it is like looking at it this way. This is up. This is down. Left, right. So on here on the little screen. So it's on thumbnail originally. I'm just hitting down, and I'm hitting right, and you see format, right, and then you have slot 1, slot 2, SD. So I would hit the middle button right here that says set, and it says sure, and you hit yes. And that will format the card and clear all the space. And you do that for slot 1, and then you do that for slot 2, and then that deletes everything. I'm not going to do it just because I want to make sure you got everything proper. So I'm going to shut the camera off.
Okay.
Closing this, so that we're done with the camera right now.
Okay.
So going back to here, so remember that folder I made? Here's the folder full of all the stuff.
Hold on a second. There we go. Okay.
Okay, so this we're basically building a project file right here. So that's the source footage. Card 1, there's footage. Card 2, and then this should be like around 15 gigabytes there, 15.72, and then this one should be about 7.8, I think, 7.67. Okay, I'm gonna hit Command Tab and go to Final Cut again. Open it up. File. So we have all the project stuff. It's already did all that. See, it says John Reno Roberts Wedding. File. Log and transfer. And you notice how it doesn't automatically start loading stuff because the camera's not hooked up. So we need to actually tell it where the folder is that we want to mount. So I'm hitting this little button right here. See that?
Okay.
Do that again. Upper left hand. So this is like a separate window from Final Cut, see? But this little button right here, hit that, and then navigate to where your source footage is. So it's on the desktop, is where I put it. John Reno Roberts Wedding. P2 card, source footage. Card 1, I think we should be able to do, hit shift to select both. So I click card 1, hit and hold shift, click card 2, and hit open. This should work. Yeah, there it went.
Right.
And that's all of it. See, and it actually, here's that thing I was talking about it did the partial kind of scanning right here. So that's that file. So now that we mounted both cards, it's actually taking that one clip and like joining them automatically because you have both cards mounted. So when you import this, it'll just be one clip. It won't be two separate clips. That's how that works. Okay, so now everything's in here, and you can actually go through and watch it if you want. And if you want to get more in depth, you can add in and out points. So I'm not going to do that. Let's just convert everything.
Yeah.
So I'm hitting shift. Okay, I'm going to show you how to do all of them, but you hold shift and go down to here and do this. But because that's going to take a little bit of time, I don't know how much. I got to leave here in a second. I'm just going to do one of them, but we'll do two of them. So I'm going to click this one. I'm going to hold shift and click this one. So, but imagine they're all selected. So when they're selected, just go down here, add selection to queue. I think all of this should be the same. Let me check import settings. Yeah, audio and video, 4 channels. This should do it in the right format. I don't think there's a setting you have to change. I'm just checking some stuff to make sure. Yeah, it should all already be on the right thing by default, just so you know. But I'm doing this. So these first two, so let me click the first one, hold shift, click the second one. They're highlighted. Go down here, add selection to queue. Click that, and they pop down here. See?
Mm-hmm.
You have a little status, and this little bar fills up. And then it automatically adds it to the project file, but I'll show you actually what's going on with it. And there you go. And you see like up here, these little ovals filled in, and then those things go away. So I'm going to close log and transfer, but we have these two files, so that's great. And here they are. They're up here. And you can double click to open it. See? And this is HD, so you can actually, let me see if I can, so that's what it looks like in HD. As this computer's kind of ghosting a little bit. Let me, so where is that footage actually going? Okay, I'm opening up so this is desktop, John Marino, rubber sweating, capture scratch. Remember, that's where we set that folder originally, from up here, system settings, set, and then that John Marino rubber sweating, that's what we did. That's important because capture scratch, it makes that folder and it records things into here, and that's where they are. So this is the converted footage right here. I'm opening, so this is QuickTime. I just opened it up in QuickTime, and I'm hitting Command I to look at the format. So what it does is it converts to a format called DVC Pro HD 720p 60. That's called the codec and all that, but that just means that's the format it converted everything to. That's actually what the Panasonic, the camera, records at. That's the native thing. We just have to, Final Cut just have to import it and make it into that footage. So that's what, in this folder, this is converted footage. You still have the footage on your, this is the source P2 stuff, and this gets really messy. There's the MXF files. It's on here. This is technically the source footage. It's just Final Cut converted it into here. So basically you have two copies. You have the source, which you can't natively look at on most computers, older computers especially, and then you have the converted footage, which is what we did here. And why do you have to convert? It's so that Final Cut can actually edit the footage. The great thing is this codec is really good if everything is in DVC Pro.
Now, if I want to erase that, what do I do from there?
If you want to erase the converted footage,
All the footage. I want to get rid of everything on the card now.
okay. All this stuff right now, this is on the actual
the
computer.
computer.
So
Okay.
on the card, we'll erase the footage on the card so you can shoot again.
Right.
That's what I was showing you earlier.
Okay, so
That's where you turn.
Let's do that one more time.
Yeah, yeah.
Let me turn this way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, and just really quick on this, just to show you one
Yeah,
more thing.
go ahead, go ahead.
When you load, I don't know how much you've edited, but you double click on it and it loads it up here. If you drag and drop, you can do that too. But the thing is down here, see how there's like 4 different things? These cameras record 4 audio channels, so you might not need them all. But when you double click to load the thing, the footage on the source monitor, that's what this is. Up here, there's these little tabs. This is Mono 1, Mono 2, Mono 3, Mono 4. See, Mono 3 and 4 don't even have any sound on it. So you might not want to do that. So
Right.
how
I
do
didn't
you?
have the camera on.
So you can
Sound.
actually, yeah, you didn't need those channels. So down here on the timeline, if you undock 3 and 4, it won't actually load it. So if you do drag and drop like this, see how it's only putting
Right.
those
Two.
two,
Right.
right? And I don't know how much you've done this with that. That's overwrite, that's insert, but you drop it and then this thing comes up. Hit yes. It's really important. Hit yes.
Okay.
And then see, there shouldn't be any red bars. There should be no yellow bars. It should just be gray.
Right.
And that's the editing right here.
Okay, good.
So it works. So that's the process. That's
Okay.
everything.
All right.
And then from there, it's just I don't know how much you know about Final Cut. But that's how you get the footage off the camera
Okay.
onto the computer and transcode it and import it and all that
I'll
stuff.
have to listen to this 20 times. I'll get
Right.
it.
Yeah, it's very. I try to keep it very simple because you're basically making a folder that everything's going into. Your
Right.
project files, your P2 files, your
Right.
converted footage, everything goes in this folder.
Right.
So that's the main thing is to make this P2 card source footage, and then turn the camera on, plug in the USB, and turn the camera into USB mode, and it mounts those 2 cards like little thumb drives, and then make 2 folders in this thing, and then drag the footage from the cards that are mounted into this folder, and then when that's done, open up Final Cut, make sure your capture scratch and all that. That's your system settings. Go to File, Log and Transfer. I'll just do that right now. And then hit this button right here. Navigate to that folder, that folder that has your footage. Select both cards, the folders that says Card 1, Card 2, and then hit. And it's like hit Open, and then it mounts them right here. And then you can click through them and look at them. So this is you can do a lot of stuff in here actually if you play around with it. But if you want to convert it, hit Add Selection to Queue. So click the clip you want and hit this button, and it'll convert it, and it sticks it into this folder, Capture Scratch, and then the name of your project file. And these are the files. So that's how you do that. So let's go to the camera now.
Okay.
Closing that. And I'll save this in case you need it. So we're going to turn this on. That's the on button.
Let's bring this over here.
Yeah,
So
Here.
we,
Yeah, we need the.
just so I
Yeah,
this
I
is
got
better. This is much better. There we go.
Okay.
Start.
So very quickly, So the camera's plugged in right now, so you have power. You can do it with a battery too if you want. But this is the power button. Okay, that's where the USB was too. So, but I'm gonna actually put this on to cover it up, so we can see this better. That's the record button. So you literally you press that little button, right? That little kind of white button,
Right.
and press down,
To what?
and that turns the camera
To the
on. That's how you
camera, I know that.
do that.
Mhm.
And then we're gonna open this up.
Okay.
Okay, and we're in camera mode. So again, if I take the lens cap off, there we go.
Okay.
You can see stuff. But we want to go to VT. So this is to format the cards. So to
Okay.
do that, make sure you're in PT mode right here.
Okay, P2, okay,
You hit and then you hit this button right here.
okay.
You hit that, and it loads it
shows
right
that.
here. It shows
Right,
this.
okay.
And then to delete the footage, this is the hardest thing to film probably. On the top of the camera, see that? See all that right there? They have these buttons, these controls, and all that. You want to hit
Uh-huh.
menu. I
Okay.
hit that on this screen, this pops up. Thumbnail, operation, property, metadata, exit.
Okay,
And then on the top of the camera, I'm going to navigate using this. So I'm going to hit, sorry, my phone's going on. Shut it up so it's not so loud. All right. Stop. There we go. I'm going to hit down. So on the top, I'm hitting down.
hold on a second. Dude, show me that again. Hold on.
Okay. See how it's like controls on the
Yeah.
side, but this is the way to look at it. It's
Okay.
weird because if you have the camera facing your like this, it's like sideways, but just look at it like this. So I'm hitting down and I'm gonna hit right. So on the screen, down, right, and it already is on format. Right again, slot 1, slot 2. We're gonna delete slot 1. You hit the middle part. It says it looks like pause. It also says set. Sorry. Yeah, it's kind of.
Wait, what are you gonna press now?
I'm pressing the middle button.
Okay, got it.
Pressing that. We're on slot 1. I'm pressing that right now. It says sure. And you hit yes. Okay, and I'm not going to do it. I think it might ask. You might even ask again, like are you sure? Again, just hit yes both times, and it will format that card, deleting all the footage off the cards. But
Okay,
you're.
now what button do you press when you press yes?
I'm hitting this middle button right here.
The middle button, okay.
It says it looks like it says it has a pause in what is it called indentation I guess on
Uh-huh.
it, but also it says set and there's a little like line. It's just this middle part,
Okay, I got
and
it.
you hit yes. But I'm gonna actually go down and hit no because I don't want to do that yet. And that would delete card or slot 1. And if you have the other thing mounted, just go to slot 2. Same thing. Hit enter, sure, and then go to yes and hit enter. But I'm not gonna do that. And that's how you format the cards. You do that for both of them. Clears all your data, and then you can film some more. on
Okay,
the
go
cards.
ahead. Can you empty it? Will it take time to do that?
I mean, it doesn't take very long. I didn't know if you wanted to make sure you got all the.
No, I don't want it anymore.
Are
I
you-
got this all on a computer already.
Oh,
I already did it,
what?
but I didn't do it. Somebody else did it and gave me, and I put it on my
Okay.
thing.
Okay. So yeah, and then it's on here if you want. If you have a file or if you have a drive or something. But okay. So I'm just gonna do it. So enter format.
Okay,
And I'm looking at the screen down here too. So slot 1, I'm hitting enter. It says sure, yes, no. I'm gonna go up and hit yes.
okay. This is perfect like this. I can see everything.
Okay. And then so that was
Simply-
card 1. So now
Okay, do
I'm gonna hit menu again. So I hit menu,
Menu?
down, operation, right. Then we're on format, right. Slot 1, slot 2. We already did slot 1. So I'm gonna go down to slot 2, enter,